Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to PyroFalkon's Let's Play Extravaganza, where we are playing Exogenesis, an interactive fiction adventure game. You can find links in the video description for the official website and their Kickstarter. Check it out. This is episode 5, and in the last episode, we're trying to get dirt on this dude, EG, here at the bar, at his bar, in fact, to try to recruit him for joining us in an adventure to find Noah's Ark, which is an item that will hopefully restore our sister's death to being alive. Our sister from being dead to being alive. Grammar. Alright, so we interviewed the patrons. We know that something happened a couple years ago, but we don't know what exactly. And there's nothing really going on yet, so hopefully when we talk to EG we'll get a little bit of direction. Not as busy as yesterday, are you? Busy enough? Too busy to talk to an old friend? That depends. Are we going to talk about fairy tales? Or wallow in past mistakes? Either way, I'm not interested. Oh, come on. Lighten up. I just want to chat, that's all. I bet. Well, we did know something about a dark past. I think if I directly address it, we're not going to get anywhere. So let's work our way down. EG, listen to me. I know that... Yeah, let's do that. Sogeki sounded too much like a fan. A bit suspicious, don't you think? The man looks suspicious, all right. Don't play dumb with me. There's something between you two. Something very, very dark. Well, I sort of went the wrong direction on that conversation. You and Sogeki go back a long way, EG, and you can't deny that. What the hell are you talking about? He seems genuinely confused. If I continue with this line of questioning, he just might break. Break? Either that or he kicks me out. What should I do? I guess stop, because I didn't want to go that direction? Sorry, I guess I just let Sogeki get to me a little. A guy like him could make even the craziest conspiracy theory sound plausible. So he was making up stories about me. Yeah, something like that. Don't let it bother you, I just wasn't thinking straight for a minute there. Whatever. Wait, is that the path I have to take, then? Oh, I locked myself out of it. You used to talk about Derchalton, about us, to your customers. They know about our adventures, both real and fictional. You're talking nonsense, you. Who do you think you are? How egotistical can you be? The world doesn't revolve around you. After we disbanded, everybody stopped caring about you. You're ancient history. That's not what your customers are telling me, EG. It seems like you even turned me into an icon. Listen to you, you're so full of yourself. The Empyrean's been open for 2 years. Alright, so maybe I did talk about us a little. Back then, I just opened the place and needed to build up my reputation. That was a long time ago. He has a point, but is that really the truth? No, it's not the truth, because the one customer said that he had only been here for 6 months and still found out all this information, so he's obviously lying. That can't be right. I know for a fact you were talking about us not so long ago. What are you yammering on about? Do you even have proof of this aside from drunken musings? Well? Yeah, I've got the knife. There's some good that comes out with dealing with drunks. In vino veritas. My proof is... Oh, a profile? Okay. Wait, why can I not scroll? Oh, there we go. Derchalton. There we go. He's heard a lot about Derchalton from EG. There we go. You see, it doesn't really matter how long the Empyrean's been around. You cannot deny that you've been talking about Derchalton very recently because Haru knows this, and he's only been a regular customer for 6 months. Ha! I feel smart. I did it. I heard it straight from the horse's mouth. It's hard to mistake 6 months for 2 years even when you're drunk. There's a world of difference between the two. We both know it's impossible not to make that distinction. EG sighed and looked defeated. He wasn't one to deny when the rabbit's out of the bag. Haru, you and your big mouth. Fine, you got me. So what? I reminisce once in a while. Who doesn't? Don't be too flattered. I know. How could I be? I'm not the only Derchalton. Me, you, Midori, Toshia, Yama, Hayama, Gunther, and Miho. We're all part of the team. I'm not so naive to take credit for all of your ramblings about the past. I'm still not seeing the point here. Just because I talk about the group doesn't mean I feel like chasing another false dream. I know. It's just nice that you haven't completely forgotten, yeah? How old do you think I am? I got a long way before I turn senile. That's true. You're still as sharp as I remember. And your hyperbole won't get you anywhere. If I was so sharp, Kinkakuji would never have happened. Ignoring the warning signs wasn't so smart. You don't have to blame yourself. We were all in it. How everything looked back then, the potential reward far outweighed the risk. Yeah, and actually going there was a huge miscalculation. We're not going to talk about this. I'm fine where I stand right now, and there's no looking back. You've been looking back, E.G. That much is a fact. Whatever. Are we done now? I have a place to run, so if we're done now, that would be great. I don't think we're done. Now that I've pushed him a little bit, this place seems to have some strong roots. How long have you been running it? 2 years, give or take a month or so. I hate being idle. What have you been up to these past few years? Well, you know, gotta do what it takes to earn my 3 squares a day. Still refusing rations from Sanctus, huh? When are you going to learn to be practical? I'll take my pride over practicality any day. I still remember what you told me a long time ago, that bowing down is only good for getting stepped on. That doesn't mean you should pass on free food. People kill for biochips nowadays. I still use mine to sleep in their settlements. They have better mouths to feed than mine. I'd shove a shoe in yours if I could. Way to derail. Is it really so hard for you to talk about this place? 2 things. 1, it's none of your business. And 2, there's not much to tell. I set up shop right after Kinkakuji. Period. How do you keep the place so well stocked? I'll say it again. The Empyrean is none of your business. It's not like I'm going to steal your business secrets. Standing behind a counter isn't what I want out of life. Then stop poking your nose where it doesn't belong. Sanctus knows it cannot solve everyone's problems. Truth is, they need well-oiled cogs to keep their machine running. Running a bar is only logical if you think about it. When you put it that way, yeah. Profile has been updated. Let's see what we have here. The Empyrean's been open for 2 years. E.g. set up shop right after Kinkakuji. Okay. Well, let's try to broach the dark past. Maybe we can bluff our way through it. You buddies with that Sogeki guy? Who, that knife-wielding jackass who tries to kill my customers every once in a while? We don't rub elbows, that's for sure. Did you know he's a big fan of yours? What the hell are you talking about? We had a little chat, and he went on and on about how awesome you were back in the day. You don't have to be a fan. You don't have to be a fan to have heard of Derchalton. That's what surprised me. He was talking about the stuff you did before you joined at Derchalton. Well, that stunned him. He actually didn't say much, but it made me curious. It made me realize there's a lot I don't know about you, which is sad because we were on the same team for such a long time. We're not going there, you. I'm just wondering if anything else is bothering you. We are not going there. Before Derchalton, there was something else. Something that could be holding you back even now. I'm not talking about any more of the... I'm not taking any more of this crap. Get out of here. Hey, I just don't want to be missing out. This random broody guy in a bar knows something about you that I don't. I thought we were buddies. I'm not kidding. Leave now. E.g. always had this air of authority. Whenever he got serious, you knew better than to argue with him. At that moment, you realized he had to stand down before things got worse. I don't think he can take any more of this tonight. I'd better split before I really get on his bad side. I guess we're done for the night. Okay. So how did it go? So-so, I suppose. Sounds like you got kicked out again. You always understand me, Midori. Will you Will you have my babies? Hey, don't get so flustered. I'm just messing around. I know, but before the Armageddon, you could get in trouble for bad jokes like that. Really? What would my offense be? They called it sexual harassment. It's when you act pervy to someone who isn't interested. Whoa, wait a minute. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, it just came out, you know? Like my penis. 60 years ago, you'd be lynched for such a comment. Sheesh, I'm sorry. Midori giggled through the transceiver. Aren't you thankful it's 2071? You bet. Where'd you get all the sexual harassment stuff from anyway? Been reading Toshio's ebooks again? Yup. You should read it once in a while too. You know, I've got way too much on my plate for that. What'd you call me for anyway? Oh, that's right. Judging by how things went between you and EG, don't you think you could be missing something? Oh yeah? Like what? I mean, you don't want to just bring up any old topic out of the blue. I don't. Nope. Maybe there's a certain order to how you should approach EG. Enlighten me. For example, there might be subjects EG isn't willing to talk about at first, right? You have to be conscious of what subjects are fair game and which aren't. Well, you've got a point. There has to be things that make him uncomfortable. Right, and you want to avoid those landmines. At least until he decides to open up to you. Alright, I've got the gist of it. Thanks as always. Don't mention it. Good luck, you. Click. Okay. In hindsight, I was doing pretty well until I told him something that rubbed him the wrong way. Gotta be more careful next time. For now, I should head back to the settlement. No matter what the locals say, I can't imagine this place is safe at night. So, I assume what this means is I'm gonna sleep, and then I get to read... Oh, wait a minute. In front of the settlement's entrance, two men were shouting at each other. Their voices echoed through the dark, empty streets of Akihabara. I'm telling you, it's over. Sanctus is a sinking ship, and your head will soon be mounted on the wall of some GPA schmuck. You're delusional. The army of Lord Septimus is greater in number and better armed. An infidel or two won't stand a chance. Listen to yourself. Look around you. Sanctus isn't so hot anymore. They're squeezing all the blood they can get out of their victims because they're afraid of GPA's inevitable victory. Nonsense. You shut your dirty mouth. You shut your mouth and think for a second. You're just being fooled. All of you fools. Sanctus is a scam. Sham, even. Wake up, sheeple. They put food on the table, damn it. What more can you ask for? Ah, idiots. Eat now, die tomorrow. While every onlooker focused on the quarreling men, Yu turned his attention to the Sanctus-employed security officer. Look at that guy. He's obviously pretty conflicted. I'm sure he's asking himself right now whether he should do his duty as a loyal Sanctus follower or not. I can't blame him for not wanting to bite the hand that feeds him. Is the situation really that bad for Sanctus, though? Whoa. A thunderous gunshot interrupted Yu's train of thought and shocked everyone into silence. Sanctus's vocal detractor fell over dead. Nothing to see here, people. Get a move on. Bad-mouthing Sanctus in Sanctus territory. Never a good idea. Especially not when there's a nearby Sanctus officer with a job to do. Sometimes stupidity is a more able killer than bad luck. That's a good line. Let's see that chip. Okay, get inside. That's a sweet rifle, man. Okay, do any of you have anything to say differently than the last time we visited you guys? Apparently not. Whoa. There was something more. Everyone's whispering about it. The GPA. The GPA will be struck down by the omnipotent hammer of Lord Septimus. Do not be shaken, for this is the truth. Of course. Hail, Lord Septimus, hail. So even the most devout Sanctus junkies are wavering, huh? The GPA must be working overtime lately. Kid still isn't talking. You're right. You think so, huh? True that. I have to agree with you there. Ah, can't stand this anymore. Can you please tell me what that man is saying? What? Oh, sorry, he's not very good at Japanese. Really? There's still people... Oh, we're all speaking Japanese here, even though the... Okay. I get it. Really? There are still people like that? I thought we can put it that way, yeah. Okay, but your friend obviously understands Japanese. Can he speak it too, please? So I don't feel like he's plotting to kill me. He speaks enough, I suppose. Okay, Me speak Japanese, so this man happy. Wow, that's slightly racist. Thank you. Carry on with your discussion. Right. Is it just me, or are we getting fewer rations? What you talk about? Lord Septimus give food to mouth put and bed to sleep. I hear you. I just thought I get hungry after a meal faster than I used to. No worry. You hungry meaning you work hard for Lord Septimus. Okay. Because I'm American, I instantly figured Not So Japanese Man has to be speaking English, but Not So Japanese Man is far too Asian for that, so maybe Not So Japanese Man is Chinese, which would explain why he wouldn't know Japanese super awesome well. I don't know. Lord Septimus reward you abundantly. I sure hope so. I know so. Okay. Maybe he should stick to foreign language after all. My ears hurt. That was a waste of my time. Alright, let's see if we can hit the sack. How are you doing, little girl? Did you go to bed early tonight? Thankfully. You're here to stay the night again, huh? Yeah, I'll probably be around for a few more days. Really? I'll try to keep your space reserved then. Thanks for the offer, but you don't have to. You want me to. Trust me, this place is packed every night. I'll have to take you up on your offer then. Thank you. Don't mention it. It's the least I can do after all the trouble from last night. You don't have to worry about that, really. I've been through much, much worse. Well, I still feel bad about it, so please let me save your bed for you. I appreciate it. It's always refreshing to find people willing to help. What a good girl. I hope her grandfather's condition doesn't end up killing them both. How many times have I seen a perfectly able guy kick the bucket because of a living, breathing liability? Probably couldn't count them all if I tried. Oh well. Alright, so we're going to crash for the night. And I guess we're going to try the whole interview thing tomorrow again. Tomorrow's going to be another challenge. Miho, wait for me. A large scorpion crawls on the ground. It's about 2 fists big, the biggest I've ever seen. It doesn't seem to notice my presence. It's crawling on the ground, presumably to find food. I am inexplicably drawn to the mysterious creature. As I watch, it grows bigger, and bigger, and bigger. Its weight begins to slow everything down. The scorpion is now larger than me. I'm practically the size of a bacteria compared to it now. The scorpion is now larger than life. Its footsteps create a thundering sound. My life is at risk. My heart thumps violently. I am frozen in my tracks, struggling to control my breathing in a futile attempt to remain unnoticed. The scorpion lifts its claws, preparing to strike me down. I feel beads of sweat forming on my forehead. Is this the end? Is this how I die? No one will hear if I cry for help. Ugh. Third night. Still chapter 1. You'll concede eventually, E.G. There's no way you don't care about this, even if it's just to get the gang back together again. Here I come. Alright. Ah, I forgot about her. Welcome back, Master. Oh, where did you come from? She pouted. Sorry, I just had a flashback. The Akamura is good at making pout face. I was standing right here. You didn't notice? Sorry, don't take it personally. Please don't apologize, Master. It's nice to see you again in the Empyrean. Enjoy your stay. I sure will. Thanks. Alright, let's talk to Blue first. Ah, stop! What the hell? Let me read your mind. You were thinking of talking to me, weren't you? I regret even entertaining the thought. Don't be such a downer. I have a new joke for you. This one's better, I promise. Let's humor the sorry son of a bitch. This better be a good one. It is. What do you call a fake noodle? I don't know. A fake noodle is an impasta. God, he's proud of himself. And I'm going to call the episode because now I think I need a shot of something hard after dealing with that jackass. So, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to continue the investigation and get EG back on our side.